Hey folks, welcome back to Rye Guy Plays Games. It has been truly ages. Well, it feels like it's been ages. I guess maybe not entirely. But it definitely feels like it's been last week felt like it lasted a month, maybe. I mean, uh sorry, I'm trying to share the stream and talk at the same time. I didn't have time to do that. I was making myself a breakfast to eat, um, which is we all know how this is gonna go, but I don't, this isn't like an important tournament or anything. I mean, it's important for the development of the customs, but I don't feel the need to do well. I just want to play at least four good games and provide good feedback and information um to the C3V team. Uh, I like to think that my feedback, while usually very sparse on these units, is valuable. In fact, some of my feedback was actually taken into account with the new Nighthawk design. Um, and I think it's nice. Um, so yeah, so the roles are gonna be cursed, absolutely cursed, but I think that's okay. So the matchup we have here, the matchup we have here. So these are my two armies. Jared Leto's best performance, which is 4x Havoc, Zedekron, and Jester King. And they didn't let me run this one last time. 4x Mass times 3, Morgan's Rifleman, and Nighthawk, which I can see why they didn't let me run this one last time, because wow, is it way too good into everything else in the pool. Granted, I think Havocs have a shot, actually. I think Havocs have a really good shot. However, however, I am gonna probably see that matchup. This army, both of these armies are just so much stronger than everything else in the pool. It's actually kind of crazy. So, um, yeah, I think I was gonna see that matchup. So, I think I'm gonna see that matchup a lot more during the tournament. So, Jack won the dice off, chose to pick first, and picked Valiant Hog, which totally makes sense. It's absolutely the best thing in the pool by a mile. But again, since I have a feeling I'm going to be playing Havocs into that matchup a lot this season, I picked this build. They Who Laugh times 4, Jester King, and Motley Max. Now, these are also two unreleased units to uh new to the playtesting tournament. The Hog has been around for ages. These figures have not. Um and so gosh, did I get the right sculpts? I think so. Jester King. It's that guy. Okay, I'm just working on getting the last of the figures here. Uh, is that the Jester King? He's got the scythe. Huh. Uh, I have no idea. Huh, I actually have no idea. Um, which one of these is the Jester King? Um, huh. Yeah, I don't think he's in here. That's a bummer. Um, yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't think he's in here. Okay. What's our best proxy for the Jester King? Um Uh, let's see. Best proxy. Do they have? Curious if they have like the Marvel stuff. We could do the Marvel stuff. Or what is the Superscape C3G? Other customs projects maybe? Oh yeah, here we go. C3G. C3G 2D figures A through H. Could be in this one. Whoa. Alright, let's find the Joker. This is cool. I've never Well, okay, it's not exactly not exactly a top down. Yeah, that's kind of disconcerting. I could ask in the Discord. Um, I'm not sure. Is there a Jester King top down? I will ask. Otherwise we could use that little Joker thing. What's the closest, like, who's the most flamboyant character? Who's the funniest person in Heroscape? Probably. Mm, hmm. Who's got a sense of humor? It's got to be someone from Jandar or something, right? Uh, or someone tricky. Yeah, yeah, I bet it has to be someone tricky. We could do, um, or anyone else that has a scythe. Um, I mean, Ilaria, Ataraxis. She's got the cape. Okay, we'll do Ataraxis. I like the purple cape. I think that fits. We are still waiting for our opponent. I'm not totally sure. Maybe they just kind of knew they would win, so they didn't bother to show up. So it kind of depends on how much. It all kind of depends on how much Nighthawk kills here. That's really gonna be the deciding factor. Uh, I think this army is kind of a trap. The thing is, fourth mass so strong, but we should end up with like all the power glyphs once Nighthawk goes down. Assuming he doesn't pick up too many. But I don't think he can really fit in a lot of spaces. Sorry, I'm mixing up my chocolate milk. That's my that's chocolate milk is my drink of choice for today. Um, yeah, yeah. Sorry. Anyway, just looking at my messages here. Um, Mega Silver says there is not a Jester King top down. Skywell says just take a selfie from above. That's not a terrible idea. Um, wait, that would actually be so insane. Uh, yeah, that is really funny actually. Okay, well, we can chat for a little bit while we wait. I should. Oh, I never messaged him. Okay, it was Thursday, right? Yeah, yesterday. It's tomorrow. 11 a.m. your time. Okay, just running late. That's fine. Um, we want to get the game in because again, it's not about winning, it's just about getting good data. And eating breakfast. A little ASMR. Oop. I am drinking out of my brand new frosted Skate Con beer glass. I'm drinking chocolate milk. Tastes good. Okay. He says he totally forgot. He has food coming in like 30 minutes. Mind if we take a break so I can grab that? Yeah. No worries. I'm actively eating right now, which is almost a brunch. Maybe I can finish before the game starts. I hope people like my thumbnail. Um, OST season signups just came out. That's exciting. That's what I was looking at here. Uh, looks like 4x4. Um, oh, holy shit. Wave 24 is here. Oh my god. Oh, this is breaking news. Whoa. Oh man, this is exciting. We'll take a look at these during the break. That's so sick. Let's go. Four new heroes. They look so sick. Wow. They look so cool on first glance. Okay. Nice. I'm excited. Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Okay, I'm gonna start placing first just to get going here. Um what is Motley Max's move? Motley Max's massive move of 5. Okay. Okay. We want Motley Max absolutely blasted up on these uh treasure glyphs here. I told Jack I'm actively eating right now, and he says, "Oh shoot, that sounds like a W for me." Uh, yeah, it was a risk I'm willing to take during play test play testing game. All right. Um, Jester King. What is Jester King's move? Is it 5? It is. That's a pain. Okay. We need figures to be within 4 clear sight spaces. So Jester King's got to start like right there. Hmm. Ugh, that's risky. God, I just don't want Max to get absolutely nailed by a dragon. I just don't want Max to get absolutely annihilated by a dragon. Like if Nighthawk runs in and just like, ugh, yeah, that would really suck. That would absolutely suck. Okay. Yeah, 7v3 on Max. We need Max so hard for the we really need Max for the fourth endgame, which is so here's the thing. I think they who laugh are gonna be able to take out Nighthawk like real quick. Because their defense is 2, so like he can chomp them. But now Nighthawk doesn't heal on normal kills anymore, which is great. So he can't just steamroll over like Romans or some shit. Um, Mega Silver, Nighthawk didn't do much for me in a similar matchup. Yeah, that's the hope. Because that's the thing. They hit so hard, and he doesn't have a huge like range attack. He has a ton of life, but only 3 defense. So, they who laugh have an attack of 4 and Battle Frenzy, and they all get a roll for Battle Frenzy. This, I believe, is the first squad with Battle Frenzy. Um, I could be wrong, but not a lot of things get, not a lot of squads get abilities similar to this, or like a double attack or something. Double attacking squad would be cool. That's not a thing. Um, Not in VC or Classic anyway. Uh, but yeah, a bunch of attacks of 4. You know, say I hit the Battle Frenzy, get lucky. Jester King makes it so I can use markers to add 1 for my roll. So like 13 or higher on the first one because I have 3. You start with 3 on Jester. Um, and then if figures within 4 spaces are destroyed, you can place a marker on the card, and then Cult of Blood and Bones, whenever a figure adjacent to at least 1 Laugh Marauder is destroyed, you can place 1 Laughter marker on the army card of a merciless hero you control, which here would be Max or Jester King. So say I have, Nighthawk comes in, kills 1 They Who Laugh, Jester King gets a marker on his card, and then I can use They Who Laugh to put a marker on Max's card, and then I can take 1 marker off to take a turn with both of them. Really, I'm gonna keep Max and Jester King really, really safe against Nighthawk because I don't want him coming in, getting like a huge, 5 out of 6 skull attack into Jester King and doing 4 wounds or just one-shotting him or something. That's so bad for the army. I really need my heroes into the 4th who aren't going to be able to take them down quite as quickly, or if they are focusing fire on a hero, then my 2 defense squad figures are maybe doing okay. It's interesting that you kind of want to play these guys like Romans, not because they give each other a bonus, but because if they die, it's not just figures they attack, but if they die, you get the markers. So if you put them in a pot of 3, one of them dies from a breath, you get a marker. Other one dies from a breath, you get a marker. So that's pretty nice. But of course, it's sort of counterintuitive to Nighthawks. I choose a line and everyone within that line gets affected by the breath. Like that's pretty rough. So we'll see. It'll be a very interesting game. Looks like Jack is logged in. Oh, he's in a voice channel. Okay, yeah, let's hop in. Mega Silver, I did notice there's this new thing. It's a little crown. It says top fans. You're number 1. So I don't know if that means anything to you, but you're currently my number 1 fan, at least on the in the live chat. I'm not totally sure. That's new in the chat for me today. It's been a couple weeks since I was Tommy says, "Woo, okay." I guess he is pumped about it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how they calculate that, but all right, let's hop into voice with Jack. Hey man, what's up? Jack? Jack. Hold my hand, Jack. Don't let go. Oh, okay. Um, uh, I'll message him. He's also in the channel. Oh, Jacob's in here too. Welcome, Jacob. Um, Jack's not talking to me, so you can talk for him, I guess, if you want. Hmm, okay. Oh,
Hello?
hey, what's up?
Hey, that was weird. I just had to plug my cord in and out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I wondered. I was like, I kept talking and he just never responded. I was like,
Yeah,
he's over my jokes. He's over it already.
I guess I turned off my computer when I left for ScapeCon, and then I this is the first time I'm using my mic again. I don't know what
Same.
didn't turn back on, but
Hmm.
all good. Could you am I do I sound good?
Yeah. No, your audio
Going through that?
sounds good.
Okay,
Hmm.
great.
Okay. You ready for this, dude?
Ready as I'll ever be. My food does get here in like 3 minutes,
Okay.
so
Okay. That's fine.
maybe
I mean,
maybe we could have just waited until I ate. But
yeah.
you know what?
I mean,
You're
I'm
eating
actively
already.
eating. Maybe it'll balance out then.
Yeah.
Because I don't expect to roll a single symbol all game. It's gonna be
There we
rough.
go.
It's gonna be rough. The
Uh,
last two times I've done this, it's been an absolute disaster. But I was hungry,
I
so
well, that's good news for me because I could really use a win. I think after
after
my
ScapeCon,
embarrassing performance at ScapeCon. But
have you recovered?
yeah, pretty much. I mean, I mean, I didn't do terrible. I went 12-13, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
that's
like,
not bad at
you
all.
know, I was thinking like I was gonna win like every championship that I played in.
Right.
So
Well, same. I mean, which is funny because I feel like I had a way worse shot than you. So I don't know why
well,
I was thinking like I didn't have a chance. You had a chance. You're a good player. You absolutely could have, but I did.
well,
It's
you
like
you set yourself up in a way that was not conducive to
I the
good play.
the reason I'm eating breakfast right now is because I didn't wake up till like 9 this morning. Like normally like Julie gets up for work at like 7:30ish and I normally just get up with her cuz like her alarms always wake me up and that's a good time to go run cuz it's still cool in the morning. I just literally didn't I did not hear her alarms go off. I didn't hear her get up. I didn't hear her get ready. I didn't hear her leave. I just woke up at like 8:50 super confused about what was going on.
Oh,
I just like my body is still so broken.
what's happening?
Oh my well, because I rolled over. I was like, Where is she?" I looked at
Mm,
the clock. I'm like, it can't be 9. That doesn't make any sense. I would have heard something.
mhm.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm in rough shape still. I feel a little better today. Obviously, I was pretty tired still. Um, but yeah, it was rough. It was rough, man.
um,
Um,
One minute. I'm gonna go grab my stuff,
okay,
and
sounds good.
I'll be back. All right.
All right, we got joke markers, markers. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna make my box wider. It bothers me, for some reason, it bothers me when stuff is on the wrong when stuff is on 2 lines, it like really bothers me. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so we start with 3 on the Jester King. We can only go max to 3. Hold on. So Jester King can have maximum of 3 laughter markers because he has a mechanic to get him some markers, and it specifies maximum of 3. That's really common limit to things like the the bloodlust thing that the samurai have. Trying to think what other markers there were. Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was a lot. A lot of marker ones. You start with 3, you end with 3. It's 3. 3 is a very common number. But here, once per turn, whenever a figure adjacent to at least one they who laugh. Oh, it's only once per turn. So I guess it doesn't make sense to do a Roman like shield wall thing. You just need a pair. Is that player turn or figure turn? Is it player turn or figure turn? I read that as figure turn. Unit turn, excuse me. Like if Grimnak comes in and chomps a marauder adjacent to another marauder, I get 1. And then if the heavies come in and kill another marauder adjacent to one of my they who laughs, one of my mutants, then I should get a second one. Is that correct? I think so. I think so. And I think it's the same way with the Jester King. Right? Yeah. I think so. I think that makes sense. Otherwise they would say once per order marker. Yeah. Because an order marker is kind of a player turn. But a turn is a unit turn. Like if elemental, like I could get 3 on an elemental's turn or something. Or like a good thrall's turn, I would get 3. Okay. Assuming it was all, they were adjacent to everything. Jester King just needs to be 4 clear side spaces, which is not too bad. Yeah. Okay. So I can just clump them up in pairs, and then if one of them dies, then that's not too bad. Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay. We're looking through these cards here. I think there's no limit to the amount of Cult of Blood and Bones markers laughter markers I can put on max.
I think you might be correct on that.
Okay. So I actually shouldn't have 0 for 0. I should just have like a pure counter, which is interesting. That's kind of a unique. Normally there's always a limit.
Right, like
But,
max 3 or something.
yeah, but presumably I could end up with 12 markers on max, which definitely would be a waste. Don't get me
Yes.
wrong. Because then they're all dead. So then Max isn't taking the bonding turns anyway.
Right. Um, is your
But
stream gonna mind if I eat on stream as well,
no,
or
I'm literally still working on my second bagel slice.
okay? All
Tommy
right,
says there is no cap on Max. Okay. That's what I thought.
that's good to know. All right,
I
this is
mean,
gonna be interesting. I mean,
it's hard to imagine a world where, I mean, if Jester King dies super early, or if you don't have Jester King, then I guess Max could collect a lot throughout the game. But
mhm.
yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah,
this felt
this will be a fun one for
this felt
sure.
like the best straight up like you know laugh time, friend time build for this format. So I kind of just went with it.
I agree. It seemed yeah, it seems strong. It's fairly straightforward. I do think my Havoc's build is like potentially super solid.
I think Havocs are incredibly underrated.
Yeah, I think I to be clear, I think I said this earlier on stream. I think the Havoc's build is pretty solid into um the Valiant Hog, but I just felt like I was gonna play that a lot this tournament, so I wanted to
Mhm.
try something new. But I actually think with the Jester King adding up to +3 on that Plasma Surge roll, that's actually nuts. Like that's
Yeah,
actually so nuts. Because
that
it
gives you
changes the math, so it's literally now like the odds to roll like the odds to get a second ranged attack or blow yourself up literally get flipped like exactly. So it's a
right.
30% re-attack chance and only a 15% blow up chance now.
I guess you just
Yeah.
move him up like turn one like Raylan or something, and then
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Well, and the nice thing is like there's no range on the like if I need to go try and run assassinate something turn 1, there's no range on the marker use, the laughter
Mhm.
marker use, I don't think. Yeah, it's just after you roll for the ability. So he can sit in the start zone and one squad can rush up and try and assassinate something and use the markers to like get a couple good rolls or keep that squad alive that's forward and then make your opponent come to you using the significant range advantage you have. And the nice thing is like if you run out of markers, the crazy thing is if you run out of markers and you still roll for it and the plasma surge blows yourself up, you would get a marker from the Jester King and you could use that on your next Havoc attack.
right.
That's
Yeah,
so
that's pretty
sick.
neat.
That's so sick. Yeah. Yeah, it's super cool. Um okay, yeah, I think we're ready to go. Um
Hmm. I did hear that they killed Hog um
Mega
in the
Silver
last match.
said, yeah, Mega Silver said Hog didn't do much for him in a similar matchup.
So who knows? This could be a complete
It's a lot of dice in one term.
yeah.
They just I don't know how good they're gonna be into Weight and Fire here, but we'll find out. Alrighty, I'm all
Mm-hmm.
set. Good luck.
Best of luck.
Let's do it. Kevin, welcome. Let's go. That's a 19. That's painful. That's really painful. All right. Um, we're gonna burn a marker on. I guess I should probably put Jester markers, just to be totally clear. So he can take a turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 3, 4, 5. Man, that's painful. Okay. This is rough. All right. Uh
Yeah.
yeah, Jesus. Okay.
I'm just gonna whip all my range shots, so don't
That's
even worry about it.
literally what I have to hope for here. Okay. There we go. Hush, welcome. Workday Scape is back. Hell yeah. Yeah, I was glad we could get a game in the morning because even though yeah, I've been back for a couple days, it still feels like Julie and I have hardly gotten to spend any time together just because things have been so crazy trying to get back in order.
All right, I'm gonna move Hog all the way to the back
Okay.
because he is. Oop, I ungrouped him. He is just so difficult to play around.
Hush is my number 2 fan. Exciting. Skywell, this is probably the most awake you've been during a game in a hot second. Yeah, I feel surprisingly refreshed right now. Um,
Come on now.
I'm a little worried because I'm eating, but I hope my actual gameplay is more solid. Like if I take a glyph, I hope I remember to use it at least. Um, that was probably the most embarrassing, the most embarrassing one I made during ScapeCon. Uh,
You should check out what these glyphs do.
oh,
Cloth
uh,
wheel,
yeah,
solo.
Quathiel was used during a random draft league, I think.
Hmm.
Mm, yeah.
I don't think it came up in my games,
Mm,
but
yeah, I
um,
remember
no.
Skywell. Who among us has not forgotten Sola Astrid every other turn? Well, actually, it wasn't every other turn. It was 2 turns in a row, and then the figure on it died. So that was a waste of my time. Yeah, that was bad. That was real bad.
1, 2.
Yeah, that's okay. Next year, I'm gonna get 10 hours of sleep every night. It's gonna be so nice.
All right, those are some moves.
Okay.
Try.
Um. Uh. These fellas. Mm, it's an interesting little map, isn't it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof, and you're just kind of stuck out there, aren't you? Well, let's see. If I put you there, um, that's okay. Hmm. Oh, goddamn, this is rough. No, I think we'll keep him. We'll keep him down there. 5. All right. Don't love that, but that'll have to do for now.
You're gonna have to hope for like an initiative or something.
Yeah, winning that first initiative was rough for sure.
But there's not a lot of like, there's not a lot of good
It is
like
interesting. If you
neutral
want to
height.
get height, yeah, it's like you'll have to be in range of something here. Yeah, we'll just keep playing the game until I lose initiative. Could be like 6 rounds from now before we get an attack off, but
Yeah.
it'll happen. It'll happen. I'm feeling, I'm confident.
So I moved 3 guys.
Kind of risky to go for
Go,
the treasure glyphs here. Hmm.
go here.
Yeah, I want the one with max.
Let me turn.
All right. And the funny guys. Um, okay, well, it's not like Jester King can really go anywhere without getting absolutely blasted, so uh yeah, I
Three
think he's
dice.
gonna have to stay there, unfortunately. Uh we'll do that. We'll do that. And up to there. Okay, I don't feel great about that, but there we are.
Okay.
There we are. Oh, if he gets the nip flip, it's just fucking game over. That's so bad.
1, 2,
That's
3,
so bad.
4, 5.
Yeah, he can climb to level 4 there. Man, this this is so painful. It's so bad in the range. I mean, they also have 2 defense, but having +5 range on my fellas and an extra activation, technically. What's the Jester King's attack? Okay, it's 4. It's not bad. It's not bad at
There's
all.
2
I just want to
guys.
get max in the game so badly.
I'll just move this guy up. 1 space, 1, 2.
Okay, he's playing it safer. Thank God. That's good for me. That's
These
really
guys are
good
only
for me.
5 move, or are they 6 move?
Only 5. Which
That
is,
is,
yeah, it's real bad. I don't know. Glenerva feels more useful than Motley Max here, to be honest.
yeah.
It's, yeah, at least the Ravagers have that, D20 dodge all damage, which is,
Yeah, these guys just like you.
they just eat bullets. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they just,
like chasers have the orc battle rush, and these guys just have nothing.
yep, yeah. Well, and like Narak, that can get them up to 3, which is a reasonable amount. And bonding. Well, non-conditional bonding, I guess. Alrighty. Pumping that
One
guy
attack.
full of lead. Is that what musket balls are made of? I have no idea.
I think so.
Alright. 3v2.
It's usually a
Easy.
kill, right?
Easy. I
Yeah.
just finished my meal. It's an easy block. Damn. Alright. So, one marker's going on max. And Jester King is going to get to number 3.
Oh, you can do that. You can just like
I get both,
hop
yeah.
down.
Because there's 2 different
Interesting.
cards that are triggering, which is interesting.
That's cool. At
The
least there's that.
Jester King I think could get 2 at once if I wanted to,
Hmm.
because he could give himself one, and then they who laugh could give him one, if the conditions were right, which
Interesting.
there they were. Um,
All right.
cool. Okay, well, uh, yeah, easy order markers here for me
Yes,
anyway. I
sir.
know you're thinking about switching into the hog at any point, or maybe
I
Morgan's.
I
17.
might just
Okay.
jump the gun.
Okay, I don't know that that really helps me all that much given the position I'm in, to be honest, but um okay. 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 Um all right, Max is going to take a turn. He's going to hop onto this treasure glyph, roll for the trap. Gets it. Roll for the glyph. 16 bracers of teleportation or giant hunter stone. Interesting.
Hmm.
I guess the giant hunter stone, because that could be useful.
Yeah.
Could be useful in the future. The bracers. Actually, wait, hold on. How do the bracers work?
Any space within 10 spaces of him?
What's the space that I'm on? Oh shit. That's level 2. I can't get there. God damn it.
Hmm.
God damn it. I thought that was level 1. Alright, well, shit.
You're too honest, Ryan. I would
Damn
have
it.
just given that to you.
He only has, yeah, I think he only has, yeah, he only has 5 move. Okay, well, that sucks. In that case, I'll go right here. Oh, that's painful. I was gonna think about the bracers. If I could get to level 2, then I would actually probably have taken the bracers, because that's really funny.
Yeah, that's
Because that's useful development for me. But nope, he doesn't get to do that. Um, which is a bummer for sure. Which is a bummer for sure. So Max is down to 0 there. Um, and then Jester King is gonna burn a marker. Uh, what level are you on? You're on level 4 there. God, that's tough. Yeah. Yeah, Jester King is gonna burn a marker to get to actually to does that feel better? At least I'm on level 4. No, no, no.
now. I think you can only burn one marker per hero, right?
Yes.
How does that? How does
Oh,
he?
wait. So I can take a turn with up to 2 different heroes. I
Correct.
just have to remove one marker for each of them. But I don't get to take like 5 turns with Max in a row if I have
Hmm.
5 markers. Yeah, yeah. I think. No, yeah, okay.
That would be that'd be
Well,
really
it
cool.
is
That
it
would
is
help him
kind
with a
of funny. The way
range
it's
issue.
worded, it just says you can remove a laughter marker and take a turn. It's
Like,
almost a little ambiguous. You're not wrong.
yeah, it's slightly open, but
I,
I imagine the intent is that
yeah,
it's like
obviously,
one.
yeah, the intent of the card is extremely clear.
Mhm.
But that is kind of funny. That is really funny to think about, actually. Um, okay, he's gonna sprint in there. We'll get an attack off. Uh,
These guys are 6. Oh wait, no, that's only
that was only 5 there.
really wait. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he
Oh
was
shoot.
he was
Yep.
there. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep.
And then oh, I want you to go 3, 4, 5, I suppose. Sure. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One attack, 4v3 on that fourth. Oof. Okay. So Max and Jester are both gonna collect markers.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Alrighty. Turn is on the 4th.
Wow, this is super fun faction to play.
1,
Holy
2,
shit.
3, 4.
That's so much fucking fun. Alright, Motley Max is about to go absolutely nuts here. Absolutely nuts.
Nobody really on that side. We do have 3 shots, or 4 shots with Wade Then Fire, but only 2 targets. But I think we'll take those shots.
Yeah.
Unless there's, well, I guess I have height on this doofus. I might as well. I don't think I need to wait. Just go there.
Okay, that's good. I need Jester King
And
to
we
live.
will shoot from here for 3 into 2.
Yep. Easy. Shit.
And then I think all these are just going into the Jester
Okay.
King.
Yeah, Jester King can't collect another marker, unfortunately.
We have 2 even
height.
level attacks, 2
Yep.
into 3, and then a 3v3. So
Alright, let's do it.
1, 2, and then the heighted 3.
First one is blocked. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Okay.
2 wounds. Youch. Youch. Okay. 2 on They Who Laugh. Yeesh. Okay. Motley Max is up. Let's get you over there, baby. All right. Dread Chain Grab time.
It's 3 spaces or 4 spaces away?
3 spaces. So I only have 1 target, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I need a 6 or higher to get the chain grab, and then I get the engagement strike 14. But I would get 2 different targets, but I can't do the same target twice. So it's just going to be 1 roll, 6 or higher on, okay. Same level space. We're going to land over here. We'll roll for the engagement strike. 13. I'm gonna burn a marker on Jester to get him.
Okay.
Oh, I can move. Yeah, I can move Max to the back too.
Yep.
Oh god, that's so risky. Okay. Jester is just going to take a marker to get up to height there, because that was scary. that 3 for 3 was terrifying. Okay, and then 4, 5 on the laughter. Let's see if we don't kill it and get that kill. Okay. Yeah, I like that. And then there. I think I'm okay with that. Okay. Well, no. We want to develop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alrighty. So a 4v3 on that 4th.
All right, come on, buddy.
Damn it. Alright, rolling for Battle Frenzy. A 2.
Oh,
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. I needed that kill for that marker.
Yeah.
Damn. Alrighty.
So we got Max coming up on the left, and then Jester King on the right. Jester King has 3 lives left. These two guys are in my face. I don't like that.
He just wasting fire here. This faction is so
You have
much
height with
fucking
Jester
fun to
King.
play, though. Oh my god. Wow, this is a blast.
We're gonna start with the adjacent attack, Weight and Fire for 4 into 2.
Yeah. Come on, I gotta block something this game. Oh, my defense is so good too. I'm like
Yeah, you're
rolling
rolling like 50%.
50%. It's just you have so many attack dice. Okay, so
Yeah,
Max and Jester are both
my
gonna
bad.
get one there.
Yep.
But those are the only markers I can get for this turn. Um,
Ooh, block that.
nice. There we go.
Let's see. I will attack here down.
Yep.
Just one again.
Oh, come
His
on.
attacks a 4 or
Come on,
not.
another one for two. That'd be so funny. Okay. I couldn't keep getting away with that. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And I'll take this 4th attack into J King.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He's just
Turn.
kidding. Okay. They who laugh.
Funny guys.
They're so funny. Um, uh, oh, man, that's pretty bad. Jester King has to take a turn for sure. Oh, if he dies, that's real bad. If he dies, that's real bad. God damn. Hmm. That's tempting. Then you just get two attacks. One of them's from height though, or you could get a whole shitload of 3v4s there. That also feels pretty bad. Okay, I don't love that, but I think Jester King unfortunately just has to go retreat there since I didn't manage to kill one of those figures. Otherwise I think I'd be feeling a little better about about how things are going. Although, oh, damn it. Uh, this is really tough. This is really tough. Okay, you know what? I think we're gonna leave Jester there for now. Just take a turn with Max. He's gonna hop on the glyph. Go roll for it. And then roll for the glyph. Which is gonna be a heroic rune. That's not bad. That's on Max. Okay. Two chain grabs. We'll start with that one.
Yeah.
He can come here, and then I'll do the engagement strike before the chain grab. Okay.
The chain guards
Chain.
are before the attacks or before normal attack, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Second chain grab. That's 16. Oh, that would have been the engagement strike. All right. Now rolling for the engagement strike. I'm gonna spend a marker on Joker to get him there.
Oh yeah, he's only
Actually,
14,
no,
right?
actually, no, I'm not. No, no engagement strike. We'll instead just attack that fourth, 6v2. Okay, Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus.
This one, right? The one closest to my
Yep.
start zone. Okay.
Um. Okay. Yeah. Now, this sucks. But I Gesture King is gonna retreat here. Um.
Mm-hmm.
Over to here. Um. Okay, you could still get 3v. Oh man, you're still gonna get, you could just climb to level 4 there. Oof. Oh, hmm. Okay. If this feels so wrong, but all right. Yeah, we're gonna retreat to there. Um, 4, 5 up to there. 3, 4 over to there. And we'll try to plug up a hole. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, we're gonna attack even into that fourth 4v2.
Oh wow.
Youch. All right, Battle Frenzy. Got it. Okay, take the 4v2. There we go. That's big. Okay. Max. Oh, Max should have gone down a marker.
Yeah, but he goes up
Now he's
one.
gonna get it back. Okay, Jester King still at 1 because nothing in range 4 had died. Okay. That's
Okay.
my turn 3.
Yep.
Oof. I've only killed one squad, but Max is ready to pop off here.
I feel like I
Hush
should just
that
be
fuss. Damn, I
targeting.
got bumped to 3rd. Yeah, and Skywell's number 1 here. Skywell, their defensive trait appears to be the ability to get markers and the threat of their heroes. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much 2 defenses. Yeah, just laughably bad. Um,
Laughably bad, you say.
it is laughably bad. Yeah. Uh,
Uh,
damn.
I think I just keep focusing the squads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have an even shot here. Do we need to move anybody? You got a guy coming up this way. This is turn 3, right? Okay,
Yes,
so
this is round.
yeah, I think I could move up a guy. You only have 2 defense. And then what? That's just gives you. I think I just stay where I am. Yeah, just stay where I am and attack here for 3 into 2.
Yep.
That's 1.
Come on, buddy. It'd be funny if you blocked it. Damn it. All right.
We've got a.
Marker on Max.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah.
Just this 3v3.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Oof. Jesus. Got him. Marker on Jester.
3v2 here.
Yep. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. You got this. Damn it. Ugh. Jacob, where is Mika? Not here because she's bad.
And we
This
have
is
a hided
standard
shot
points.
on Max.
Yeah.
Just for 2.
Oof, okay. That could have been. That could have been real bad. Oh, still wasn't great. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, losing all all the squads. Brutal. Brutal. Okay. Well, here we go.
Let's see it.
Let's
That's a
do it.
20.
That's a 16. Go for it. Ouch,
I guess we're just
Max.
waiting then firing into Max.
Poor guy. Oh no. Yeah, we could just straight up lose him here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so these are all even shots, and then one heighted shot into Max.
Yep.
Is 3 defense or?
Yeah, just base 3.
All right, we'll do 3 threes and then a 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whiffed on the 4, but got
Okay.
5.
Uh, so 3 rolls. I
You
take
take.
3 wounds. That kind of hurts. That kind
Okay,
of
that's
hurts.
my turn.
Yeah. They who laugh. Uh, Mr. Jester's gonna go. Um, hmm. Mr. Max is gonna swing over to. Well, Jester King's gonna run over here. Out of weight then fire. Danger.
Mm-hmm.
And then Max is gonna swing over to here. Roll for that. Uh, Dread Chain Grab.
So can you place on a different level
Oh,
space?
good point. Good point. In that case, how tall am I? If I just run here, am I like hidden?
You're like I think medium 6. I think you should be
Large
good.
6. Okay.
Large 6.
I like that then. We'll just do a normal attack 6v. 6v2. Oh, that's
Sure.
it's not
Blockable.
spectacular. Yeah, that would have been
That
real bad, I think.
would have been really tough for
Uh
Max there.
all right. They
Renegade.
who laugh. They who laugh and they who laugh. Oh, Max also went down a marker to 1. Okay. Okay. Hush. One of my OHS builds was going to have Mika, but vacation got in the way. Um, yeah, in Delta, she's pretty solid. This was not Delta though. She was
It only took her
unplayable.
what, like 60 points to drop for
Yeah.
her to be good?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 10% of your army points spared if you play Delta versus.
Hmm. So I'm guessing the chains are not part of his hit zone.
No, surely not.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
that's
No, that would be
that's fair.
funny. He's a mutant. Could be. Or
Yeah,
part of his body or something
part of
sick
him,
like that. That'd be crazy.
right?
No, I think I'm pretty well hidden behind
Mm,
there, more or less. I mean,
yeah, that's fair.
within reason. Obviously, it's hard to say. I don't have the Motley Max figure, which is a bummer because he looks so cool.
Yeah, he's sick. Uh, so I can engage him, and from here, could get a shot down into him. Would love to kill one of these heroes. Uh, um, killing a hero here would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, if he kills Motley. I mean, Motley's done work.
It would mean probably
He's
sacrificing
yanked
that
like a full squad out of
fourth.
position,
I
but
do that.
we still have 7 to go out of 12.
And what move a guy?
Yeah, failing to
Can
kill
this
that one, man.
fourth see
Yeah, that one I
this
would think so. I would
that
think
funny
so.
guy?
The
Or can you
Oh
see
wait. Oh,
Max?
the funny guy. Oh wait. Oh, Max. Yeah. Max for sure. Jester probably if he was rotated the right way. That's not actually the Jester King self. That's Ataraxis. So
Yeah.
it's hard to say, but I would think so.
Well, if you can see Max, I'd probably take the shot on him. Just because he just does a lot and he's in my face. Um, and then maybe move here. And then what? Move this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's fine. So we'll start with the 2v3 here.
Okay.
Then the 3v3.
Yep. I'm sweating. Oh no. Not like this, Max. Not like
Then one more
this. Oh
3v3. Come on
God.
now. Come
Oh
on.
my God.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
I'm sweating. So scary. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, this
Yeah.
gets interesting. Um, this gets interesting for sure. Um, okay. Uh, Elijah, was there no engagement strike roll? Oh, true. Yeah, I should have rolled for engagement
Oh,
strike on Max. Do you want me to roll
you
for
can you
it?
can you can do that,
He didn't take
and
a.
if
Yeah. I mean, that would have been an activation anyway, so
yeah,
I guess. And he didn't
you
do
can
a
you can
wound,
roll
so the game save would be safe. It's up to you. I mean, I totally
you,
forgot, but
you can roll for it. It's fine.
okay. Um, okay. He missed. That feels better.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Okay, so I gotta. Hmm. Hmm. Um. Gotta think about how I want to do this. Okay, so Jester King is going to run up to here.
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you have 3 weight and fire shots on the Jester King there. So in that case, simply never mind.
All
He's gonna
right.
run. Well, okay. You know what? Motley Max should just go first. Motley Max is gonna go. We're gonna try and chain grab that fella.
Sure.
Uh, okay. Got him. The engagement strike. Got him. Okay. That's a marker for the Jester King. And that's, well, turn's not over, but Max burned another marker. We'll
Mm-hmm.
attack 6v2 there. No markers to be gained.
Should get him. Yep.
Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, does the Jester King go now? Oof. A bunch of 3v4s. Bunch of 3v4s is not good. That's not good. You could easily kill him there, but I think we have to take the risk here. I think we have to take the risk here. Okay, Jester King's gonna burn a marker to head up to there. He's gonna hop onto that ladder to get that
Yep.
4v2. He's gonna head to there. He's gonna head to there. Okay. Yeah, we'll take the 4v2. Don't screw this up, buddy. Oh no.
There we
Oh
go.
no. Oh, thank God. Okay, so Max gets a marker, and Jester King gets a marker, and that is my turn. Sky, well, the cool part is after taking care of the fourth, there is one-man army hog left. Yeah, easy. Easy.
Right. Simple enough. Simple enough.
Skywell, I thought he moved adjacent. Max killed the one that was there. New fourth moved in. Yes, yeah. Someone filled the hole when I was looking away. Yeah. That one got replaced, but we totally forgot. For some reason, I was thinking, yeah, just chain grab does stuff, but yeah.
1, 2.
Ugh. Okay. Okay. All right, come on, buddy. You could totally survive this. This is GG easy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we got shots on all of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
2, 3,
pretty
4.
much.
Well, I guess that guy can't see him. If I really want to be ballsy here, I could just
Oh
go
yeah,
1,
he could
2,
wipe
3,
the
4,
OMs.
5.
That's brutal.
This is probably better, if not slightly riskier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then to here. um, so we'll take
Yeah.
the heighted shot. Or no, you're on level 4 here,
Even, I
aren't you?
guess technically, yeah, even there.
So that would
Yeah,
be
on the ladder. I didn't put the
2v
+1 out there, but
2v2 here.
2v2. Yeah.
Oh, my turn 3. So we'll do that.
Oof.
Attack there.
Ouch. All
Okay.
right. That hurts. Jester King gets another marker. Damn.
We'll shoot even here.
Yep.
2v2. Missed
Oh,
that.
yes. Yeah.
We'll shoot the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
3v2.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh, let's go.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, 2
And
defense is
then,
actually a ton. 4
yeah.
defense is overrated. Oh yeah, another block. Oh
Oh
man,
no.
get that shit out
That
of
would
here.
be
Fuck.
unfortunate.
Damn it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you can still engage.
Well, Max gets another marker.
I was hoping to get you below activations there, but
Yeah, that's pretty big. Okay, this is an interesting little problem here. So, hmm, all right. Jester King's gonna go. He's gonna grab that glyph. I don't know what the trap is, but okay, we didn't have to worry about it. It's 15. Okay, brace of teleportation or giant hunter stone. Cool. That will be really helpful when I wait then fire to death. Do I take leaving engagements from the bracers?
you do not.
Oh, well,
That's a one-time use.
that's something. That's something. Um, I guess we'll take the giant hunter stone. Why
Yeah.
not? Fuck it. This is not the one I wanted. Okay. Jester King's got that. Oops. Wait, what the hell? There's a second secret glyph underneath. Oh man.
Oh. Oh
That's
my
the
god.
that's the searing amulet of searing intensity.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will attack up 4v3.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we block
Damn
those.
it.
Come on.
Damn it. Oh, Jester lost a marker there. Oh, that, yeah, that's painful. Okay. Yeah, now we can only get one engaged there. We're banking so much in that initiative. Oh wait, sorry, Motley Max has to take a turn here. He's gonna go
Yep.
3 and then, oh shit. Oh no, we're both in the back. Here, you can be more in the back. All right.
Okay.
3 and then 4 and 5. We're gonna roll for chain grabs for the left. I'll just do chain grabs and then engagement strikes. So we'll do
You
chain
doing
grab for
the
the left and then the right Morgan's Rifleman.
shirt?
So missed the left one, got the right one. He can go right there and then roll for the engagement strike. Miss the engagement strike. We will make an attack of 6 on the hog.
Fair enough. We've got 3 defense.
Yeah, got to start chipping through that
Good deal.
12 health somehow. Uh,
Takes 2.
Max. No, we definitely want to go there. Max loses a marker. Uh, this one's gonna go here,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, kind of in a difficult position here. 3, 4, 5 to there, I suppose. Okay. We will take the 4v3 on that fourth.
Yep.
Uh-oh. That's still blockable. Whew. Okay. Max gets a marker. Jester King
You get
gets
the
a marker.
battle frenzy.
Rolling for Battle Frenzy. 9, and that's too far to use Jester King. Attacking the Hog, 4v3. Oof. Battle Frenzy, save me. Damn it.
Second
Okay.
turn. Ooh.
So much on this initiative here.
Yep.
Let's fucking go.
It's a big one.
Yeah. We just are banking
And I know what you're
entirely on.
thinking.
Oh yeah?
I'm gonna put order marker 1 on the 20th or whatever they're called, Morgans.
The Morgan's Rifleman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the order marker I was worried about here. For sure. For sure. Um, hmm. Hmm. Okay. Full send. Let's fucking go.
See it.
Here we go. No! Oh my
Oh
god. You gotta
wow!
be
I was
kidding me.
I was clenching for that
You gotta
one.
be shitting me. Oh no.
So the hog, we're
Jesus.
just gonna stay where we are right now, and we're gonna breath of decay targeting this guy.
Okay.
So it should only affect Max, right?
It should
So
affect
we'll
both, right?
yeah. So we'll roll for this guy,
Yeah. Oh, you mean,
and
yeah, yeah.
then I'm just trying not to hit my Morgans.
Okay. Yep, sure.
Um, so first the laughter guy, and then Max.
Yep.
So 1, 2,
Yep. No. Oh,
got Max,
if I had to pick, he unfortunately drops the heroic rune. Absolutely brutal.
and then we will
Absolutely brutal.
attack the laughter boy
Oh, he
for
can do that.
6.
Oh
It's
yeah,
after moving
after
before
moving and
attacking.
before attacking. Jesus.
Yeah.
Shit. Got him.
Okay.
Ouch. Yeah. Man, imagine if we'd gotten 10 more dice into him. Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, do I get to heal off of any of that each time? I just
'Cause
really
you
need to know
you
that is
breathed max actually, so no.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
If it had
unique
been
hero.
reversed and you'd killed Max, then yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Jester King gonna swivel to here. Attack up 4v. 3. Okay,
That should get him.
that should do it. Okay, can't put any markers on anything, unfortunately. 3, 4, 5. What's the hog's move?
5. And he
5.
doesn't fly? Or no, he does
Yeah,
fly.
he
Okay.
does.
That would suck if he couldn't fly.
That, yeah, that would be a problem for maneuverability for sure. Okay, we're gonna go up to here, I suppose. Sure, that feels okay. Skywell, that's 6 move from where I just went. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. 1.
He's
I guess we'll
cheating.
go. I guess we'll do that then, and that. Sure. Okay.
Mm,
We'll attack down 5v2. Uh-oh.
can block that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, yeah, no more markers. That sucks. Okay. Brutal.
Well,
Brutal.
my number 2 was on 4th. Just kidding.
Oh, I
Uh,
wish. I wish. Oh man. Even
let
if
me
I'd
take
hit that, if I'd hit a good attack roll with They Who Laugh into the hog and then like a battle frenzy, he could be at like half life right now.
Yeah, I mean,
That's so brutal.
completely changes the game. So we're going to grab this.
Yep.
And we're just going to move up to here for now. And that'll be my turn.
Yep. Um, 2's on They Who Laugh. Jester King up to here. Sure.
Right, because I can't pick up glyphs if I fly.
Yeah, I don't think so. If you fly over them.
That's what I
We'll
thought.
attack 4v3
Okay.
on that 4th. Not that that super matters anymore. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna go there and there. It looks a little strange, but makes sense in my head. Okay. There we go. Oh, it wasn't
Okay.
on 4th. Shoot. Alrighty, bring it, big boy.
I'm thinking about just bringing it.
I don't think you can engage me at least. That was the hope.
Mm,
But
I cannot engage you.
one good breath really hurts me.
1, 2,
That
3,
really
4,
hurts
5.
me.
I can go
Oh,
there.
actually, Jester should be down to 2 here.
I think I just set up here on this beautiful perch made just for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming the wings go over the glacier, but that's a big assumption.
I
I
have
could probably
no
rotate
idea.
him.
Yeah, I'm sure he fits there somewhere. That'd be crazy if he didn't. That'd be crazy if he
Yeah,
didn't.
he is really big. So it's just like I never want to assume with him because he's just an insane sculpt. That's me.
Okay. We full send here, initiative flip into battle frenzies. You ready for this? We're gonna do 10 wounds in one turn.
This would
You have an
be
LEA, actually.
yeah, we'll take
I
that.
just realized.
Um, safe.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 4v4 from the Jester King. He
Mm-hmm.
used a marker to do that. That hurts. Okay. On the thing there, so we're on even ground.
Okay.
And right there.
We
Actually,
are not on even ground. You're on level 2.
I'm only on level 2. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. Um, we might as well. Oh, if we don't get that kill, that's so bad though. Because we need the init flip. Well, but I actually need the markers here. So, okay, we'll go up 4v3 on that fourth. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine because we're gonna max out into the hog. All right. Oh,
Cool.
wait,
Battle
battle
frenzy.
frenzy. Yep. Nice. Okay. Yep, 4v3. Same thing. Okay. Jester King's gonna get that marker. Um, and 4v4 into the hog. Let's see a 4 for
Ooh.
4. Oh, oh my god. No way. That's
You got battle
2
frenzy.
whiffs into the hog. Damn it. Ugh. All right, that's probably game.
Yikes.
If I did a 4 for 4 there, it'd be a different story. Be a different story for sure. Okay, we can still do it. We can still do it. We need the init, but it's not over. Absolutely not over.
You got this.
Absolutely not over. If we hadn't rolled that very, very painful 2. Oh, well, that's better. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the last time we eat on stream. I say that every time, but
Say
goddamn.
that every time.
I say that every time. Alrighty.
We are just gonna
You can hit both.
yeah, we're gonna target the line between them to
Yeah,
hit both.
yeah.
We'll
Okay,
go Jester King and then the Laughter Boy.
sure.
So
Dish King.
up, down,
Up, down. Yeah, and that's the worst variation for sure.
and then we will attack what 7 into
No,
3.
8, I think.
Oh, because I have the
You have the
+1.
heroic rune. Yep, 8v3.
Yep.
Let's see it.
Going 8.
Um, actually, I could live
You
here
could
with a good
live.
roll.
You
2
need
for
to.
3? No, no,
Ooh.
no. Okay.
All right.
All right. Battle frenzy time. Let's fucking go.
See it.
4v
This could act
4v4.
if you get like an insane
Yeah, if
turn
I
here,
get a string here,
that would be really fun.
oh my god, I can't even get a wound through.
Oh,
That's so embarrassing.
that's a
All
battle
right,
frenzy
that's a
though.
battle frenzy though. Let's fucking go. Let's go, battle frenzy.
Oh, he takes 1 wound.
Ouch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I should have healed 2 wounds though because I killed an enemy
Yeah,
hero.
yeah, with the normal
I'm at
attack. Yeah,
yeah. So we'll
yeah,
Breath of
for sure.
Decay.
For sure.
Nope, and then attack of
8v2.
8 down.
Yep. GG's. Man,
GG's.
damn. I had a shot on
Yeah.
that one initiative where I had Motley next to the hog. I had a
Yeah.
shot if I win that initiative and I put another like 4 or 5 wounds on the hog. It's
hmm
very close.
Yeah, it
It's very,
becomes
very close.
retake.
But the fact that I whiffed twice on the hog,
hmm
yeah, yeah. I only put in in uh in one attack of 6 and like 5 or 6 attacks of 4. I only did 3 wounds. That's really bad. Yeah,
It
that was
like
pretty painful. Yeah,
I know I didn't.
38% attack dice this game. That's that's so bad. Out
Well,
of
yeah,
93 dice. Yeah, that I mean, yeah,
it's
we
rough.
knew it was gonna happen because of the bagel. It didn't
The
even seem
bagel.
that bad. Just because like 38% when you're rolling like 4 to 6 attack dice every turn is still getting kills on 2 defense figures. So
Right.
it was closer than it could have been. But yeah, if my defense suddenly like spiked back to average right there against the hog, like I hit, 4 for
It
6, 3 for 4, get a battle frenzy, hit another 3 for 4. Like it's totally because the markers are so strong for these reroll abilities. It's the same thing with the plasma surge because like you get to like it's just like frenzy where it's like you get one frenzy and it's huge because you get not only do you get another turn but you get to roll for frenzy again.
hmm
It's the same thing with battle frenzy. It's like if Jester King like gets you from like a 14 to a 16 and then like you get the battle frenzy and then you have another shot to roll for it. So not only did you get an extra attack but you're able to like have the chance to string a third one together. that
Yeah.
you wouldn't have had otherwise. That's such a huge. But he didn't even affect. He literally didn't affect a single battle frenzy roll all game.
You
Which,
didn't get like anything,
granted,
but he did.
I either like killed the figure or I just rolled so low on the battle frenzy it didn't matter. It matters into
Yeah.
heroes a lot more because then like you're not as likely to just kill them. So you're
And
rolling
into
for
other
it.
melee builds, like for what it's worth, I think it ended up it was close-ish, but like against range, it was just like all I had to do was like I could kind of play my fourth pretty poorly, and all I had to do was trade into you,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's kind
Well,
of
it's
what I
crazy.
did more or
Like
less. So
this map has no road and no jungle or shadow. It's just like absolutely abusive for melee. Yeah, I mean,
well,
like
and you gave me the spot that had a level 3 2x perch like right out the start zone.
yeah, I
So
didn't realize it was asymmetrical. I was just trying to place to get set
yeah.
up. That was pretty much. Yeah, that side seems a lot better because it also has that single level 4 perch. And
Mhm.
the level 5 in the middle of the map is faster to get to from your side if I'm doing the math correctly. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 move for me from the
Mhm.
closest thing in my start zone, but you can get to it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So
There's a
that
lot more
side is
neutral
just
ground on your side,
way
but
better.
like less good perches, which like my army just likes perches, so
Yeah.
it's yeah, I don't know how I feel about this map. It's kind of uh it's an interesting asymmetric map, but it's kind of janky. Uh
Yeah, the ice and water is like the thing is, yeah, even if I'm playing like 4 defense melee, why am I ever gonna go for that glyph on the right side, even if it's good? It's
yeah.
like I gotta like
I,
slog through that low ground, and I'm literally never getting back up to level 3 or 4.
yeah. I
Um,
mean, Zawik helps you teleport like at the end of a round. Like I thought there was a chance that you might have thrown a hero on there, but then when I saw that you didn't set up over there, or like even like a laughter guy, because if you could like lodge him in between like three different guys and you get a good battle frenzy, then like it's pretty good, but it's very situational and it's
yeah,
not.
it's risky, and also I wasn't even gonna be able to get there, like, because that's just
Mm,
open. That's just a shooting gallery for any fourth that's sitting like on that level 3 there to just hit the whole sand, like
yeah,
sandbar. But yeah,
yeah,
this army was super fun to play. It's crazy that I actually had a decent shot.
yeah.
Um,
It felt like if things had just gone your way a little bit,
yeah, if, even if
there like
that initiative, well, and even like the opening initiatives were bad too. I didn't want to win either of those. That
mhm,
sucked too. I did not, yeah, I did not want to win that opening initiative at all.
yeah, the initiatives
Um,
like were perfect for me.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
that was pretty nice.
I think
Um,
like I don't know about you, but like these guys, they are very. From what I've heard, they're very strong in the melee, and I can definitely see that given how they played here. Like it was once you got to me, I was like terrified because I was like, oh shoot, like if I didn't have Nidhogg in my start zone, I was like, I'd be like, this is I'm just gonna lose here. But like into range are just so tough.
yeah,
Like
two defenses truly
it's just so
atrocious if you have nothing else that can like yeah, if you have nothing else uh that can manage. And like they're just it's weird because like you can't make them any cheaper because they're just so disgusting into melee. But like the way like in order to get markers on max against range, you basically have to like lose a figure.
mhm.
Because that was the only way. Yeah, that was the only way for me to get markers on max. Was you had to shoot one of my guys, and then I could start to bond with him. Um,
Yeah.
because Gesture
They
King starts with them, so he can get bonding at least for like the first few turns. But he's so fragile relatively that it's like it's hard to want to take turns with him. Because if I ran him in, yeah, he was just gonna get weight then fired to death. And I
mhm.
don't there wasn't really any way to prevent like if you put 3 or 4 wounds on him, you're not killing my squads, but there's no real way for my squads to prevent like to engage enough figures to prevent you from just like wait then firing on Jester King again
Hmm.
and killing him. Um, yeah, Motley Max living was super nice. I was happy with that play. I'd been angling for the hog and it worked out. And I was like, there's a real chance here, especially when so many They Who Laugh guys survived um that last fourth turn before you switch into the hog. I only
Hmm.
lost one figure. That was huge. And I was like, okay, there's a chance. But the
Yeah,
hog defended very well this game too.
he did. You rolled like
He
a 4 out of 6, and I rolled 2 shields out
yeah,
of
he
three
rolled two
defense.
for
And
three. Yeah, 2 for 4, 2 for 4. Yeah, pretty solid. But that was kind of, I mean, I needed Max
I,
to kill just a couple more fort to keep my squatties from dying so quickly. And
yeah.
granted, you also went 2 for 4 on breaths. That was pretty big.
Yeah.
Um, that that hurts. But I'm glad they at least removed the I'm glad they removed the healing from just any figure, because otherwise that feels really punishing.
Hmm.
Um,
He's um definitely weaker, but it's still. I mean, he's still strong. I
yeah.
think the thing is he just is very He has again he has very polarizing matchups. So
It doesn't
um
feel like he'd steamroll the B armies as much anymore,
yeah.
because he can't heal killing squaddies. That was the big pain point the last time. It was like he could just solo a 24 figure Romans army because he could just breath through the wall and then eat one of them, and they would
Hmm.
never be able to do enough damage to like keep up with his healing. Because he had like 9 lives the last time. So,
Hmm.
um, this, yeah, here it's like at least if you're doing damage, you
He'll
know
come
it's gonna stick. Like,
he'll come down eventually.
yeah, yeah. And granted, like, but by the time the fourth got through my squatties, I didn't really have anything left to throw at him but my heroes. Um, So, which, I
Yeah.
mean, again, I was kind of expecting. I just thought Motley could do a little bit more, but the way the map was, yeah, I just couldn't get. I mean, there's no road, there's no jungle, there's no shadow, there's nothing on this map that benefits melee. I mean,
Hmm.
truly, it's just awful. So the fact that this army did that well, like, I think on, like, I don't know, Battlefield 23 or something, I feel pretty good about their chances. Because
Yeah.
that
I,
road would make such a difference. I mean, yeah, and literally
in the
anything that
jungle.
helps melee. This is such an awful terrain. This is a cursed terrain combination for me for melee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like yeah, on any map that's reasonable for melee, I think they're okay. I think they'd still do okay to melee just because like Max is like such a threat
Yeah.
because
Having
he
him
can
on the
come
in the
in and
army is.
kill. He can come in and reasonably kill 3 figures in one go.
Do they bond with anything like any merciless heroes that have 6 move? Like I thought Max had 6 move.
Um,
Uh, like is
Rictus
does Rictus have
Crow
6 move? Oh,
Tetrades.
he's got 4 move.
I think only has 5. Emperor
But he has.
Andask is 5 move flying.
Yeah.
Mellifera has like 8 move.
Mellifera is merciless.
I guess so.
That's crazy. That's really funny.
That's a really funny
Uh, hmm.
bees they who laugh combo. Skywell
Rictus has
Deathstrike
4 move.
Thralls. Yeah, the Deathstrike Thralls. No, wait.
Yeah.
Are they 6?
Like I think if
Maybe.
Max was 6 move, like this army just becomes that much more threatening.
Maybe. I mean, with the 3 range on the chain grab, you don't necessarily feel like you need I move. It did hurt to not get that treasure glyph first try. That really sucked.
Yeah.
That could have been pretty significant. If I'd managed to like brace or teleport all the way onto that level 2 and just start chain grabbing fools. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, that would have been.
that that would have been pretty nice. um, Unfortunately that didn't happen. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think just because Motley can like spearhead and like soak up so much attention. I think that's the idea. And like yeah, if you had rode or yeah, or literally anything to get them to like 3 defense. Hell, if there was like lava on the map to keep you from like claiming height most
Right.
of the time, I could
Yeah.
use Motley to pull you onto lava. That'd be funny. Um,
Like I think this was the expected outcome from both of us, but it
oh
was
yeah.
not expected that you. I don't think I was expecting you to clear up my fourth, but then again, I kind of played my fourth very like very much not like fourth in some points. Like I think at one point I was just trying to clear out your guys, and then like I knew I was switching to hog the next round, so I was like, well, if at worst these guys die, but I'm still tying you up, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you
Um,
still had a full squad left
uh
when you switched into the hog, which uh
and Morgans,
considering
which
I'd lost 9. Oh yeah, yeah, and the Morgans. Considering I'd lost 9 yeah, 9 They Who
you
Laugh.
had, yeah,
And I had a 1 life Motley and a 3 life Jester King. Those two squads did a lot of damage. Yeah.
yeah, like your hero stayed alive for a good bit of time, which helped you stay in the game, but
Yeah.
like on partial card scoring, like I think I was ahead the entire game, and I
Yeah.
like I still ended it with like what Morgan's are 70 points, so like I ended with 300 points left,
Yep.
or about 300 points left. So
Yeah. Yeah, pretty brutal.
I,
Yeah.
I mean the range, like the polarizing matchup is just, yeah, it's like it's tough.
Yeah. I mean, I still think like yeah, I don't know. Like they would again on the right map against Wait Then Fire. I think they would have a chance.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
like truly. Yeah. It is interesting though. I do think like in some ways I think this build is better than like Cleon's Suicide Quahan build in the last VGs.
The They Who Laugh, or the Nidhogg.
Sorry, the Hog build,
Oh
the
yeah,
Valiant
yeah.
Hog.
But I don't
Um,
know. Do you lead Hog into things? Like I think I made the
y
right call in leading
oh
fourth.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. But like in a cheese game, like Cleon's closest games were against Rygar and Uniques because Quahan didn't get a ton of value.
Mhm.
But if he runs in and he breaths a couple Mara Warriors when they come out, because that was how everyone opened. They opened Mara Warriors to shoot Quahan, and then when Quahan ran in, they ran up the Brugruts or whatever. Um,
Mhm.
but Quahan, the the breath bypasses Raylan's defense. So if you breath an exile or a brute grut or two or multiple, and then you still get a normal attack of 6 like into Raylan, basically, you could really
Mhm.
deplete her and then you heal once you kill Raylan, assuming you do it with the normal attack. Um, which
Yeah.
uh and then like at that point, like yeah, I'm sure the brute guts have have done a number on you, but if you heal 2 wounds there, you have an effective like 14 lives, and this whole time you've been like breathing sideways or whatever way into them. If you get one or two, yeah, and
Mhm.
like you kill Raylan, at the end of the round or something, win initiative, breath another brute, kill another brute, like exiles have to come in, breath one, kill one. I mean, attack of six is so much. It's
Yeah.
like you could just completely fracture. Um, you could just completely fracture a Rygarn Unique's army. It wouldn't even be close.
Yeah.
And then I think 6 squads of fourth can probably beat Q9
Yeah,
because you
probably.
you absolutely have to kill, like, because that was part of his theory. It was like Quahan's easier to kill and harder to ignore than Nilfheim. So you
Hmm.
can't leave, like, you could maybe leave Nilfheim alive at 1 life or something if he's not doing very much. Um, but the hog, like, if you leave him alive, he will heal. Like he will go after Rygar and he'll kill Rygar and he'll go after Q9, he'll kill Q9 and he'll heal up another 4 or 5 wounds, 4 to 6
Hmm.
wounds. So he's also harder to ignore just because of that. But then his 3 defense makes it so like if he's at 2 lives left, you kind of know he's going down the next turn, but your opponent still has to invest in that because they just can't risk leaving him alive in an end game. He comes back and one shots Q9 or something.
Right.
Yeah, so I think like
Mm.
because it was an awkward point total. Um, because yeah, you really want another squad of fourth over the Morgan's Rifleman, but the points were
Well, I think
weird.
this is standard points, right?
Yeah, so with the Hog and 3 squads of fourth, it's 440. So you can't
Uh-huh.
take one more squad of fourth. So if it was 510, you could fit the Hog and 4 squads of fourth, and that feels really, really solid.
Yeah.
I like, man, he's just such a big threat. He's just such a big threat. Like you could breath Q9 to death, like reasonably.
Yeah, just completely bypass the
Like,
yeah, it's
yeah,
like
it's so
yeah.
good. Yeah. And it's better because it's better than Braxis because it's just there's no size restriction.
So
Um,
yeah.
so you could fly into the start zone and start breathing like sideways while you attack
Hmm.
Raylan. Ignore the Mar Warriors. Whatever they want to do, that's fine. You just start killing like exiles, brute ruts. I forget what the point total was the last the last VGs. I think like 580 would be great because then you could get 5 squads of five squads of fourth and Nighthawk. That'd be crazy.
Jeez. Yeah.
That's so much. That's so much in the tank um after the hog goes down. Like that's a
Hmm.
cheese build in its own.
Yeah, because even if like you spread out the Mara Warriors and get height with them and play them perfectly into Nidhogg, like he's still just in your start zone, just
Yeah, I mean
eliminating.
he just flies past them and like he can even, again, he can come like engage one and breath the other way, get the kill and bite here and then suddenly you have 2 Mara warriors left and it's like, well,
Yep.
Quahan wouldn't have been able to do that
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Quahan can't shoot one way and bite the other. Um,
Right.
which if she can chain targets, she's got a better kill chance. If they're out of Raylan's aura, a 4v3 is a lot better than a 15 on the d20. But when you start to get into Raylan's aura, like even like exiles, like outside of the aura are still way worse into Nidhogg because the exiles are relying on stealthy, but they
Hmm.
can't. It's a they can't dodge the breath.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like you have just this insane amount of like tech. Same thing with like Krav. It's like Quayon is not good into Krav. She's good because she can chain to Raylan,
Hmm.
But by that point, maybe she's already dead. Like by the time she's killed Raylan, depending on how she's
Yeah.
rolling on the um depending on how she's rolling on the lightning breaths, it might take a long time to kill Raylan, and maybe at that point the Krav have already shot her to death. But like, yeah, they can't dodge the breath. It's really super solid, and
Yeah.
it's just better than Braxis because yeah, you can use it on heroes or like you can use it on heroes and you can use it on heroes on any size, which is obviously important for like king builds.
Hmm.
Um, and he gets the added benefit of getting the extra attack of 6 in that Braxis doesn't and that Quahan doesn't. And then healing with 12 lives is crazy. Uh, yeah. So I honestly think this is like if he ever comes out, if he's in this state, I think there's a Valiant Hog build that's waiting to like probably top 4 of ECs. That's my
Yeah.
guess. That's
It
my
almost feels like he
guess.
doesn't need the extra like 2 or 3 lives that he was given. Um, I get that they want to make him like a one man army, which
Yeah.
like cool idea. Um, but yeah, I can definitely see him being a bit being a bit too much
Yeah.
into into certain metas. Um,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, we'll
but I mean, I
see.
think the design is like I don't know. I wish that he worked with other undead, but that's just getting into like a different design space, and I'm not part of the design team, so
Hmm. Yeah.
um, yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah. They Who Laugh were super fun to play though. That was a blast.
yeah,
That was so
I'm
much
glad you
fun.
had an awesome time with all your friends.
Yeah. No, that was I was laughing the whole time. That was yeah, they were super fun to play. The bonding with the two heroes with like the marker mechanics is so much fun.
Yeah,
That's
like it's so
really fun.
reliable too. It's like
Yeah, no,
it.
I wasn't keeping track. We probably should have been. But I probably got like 12, 10, 12 markers throughout the course of the game in
Hmm.
total, maybe
It
more.
feels, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It feels really easy to get them, which is cool for this army. They really do need like strong heroes to help them stay in the game, and I think that Jester King helps that out, and same with Max. Max is just so good at grabbing attention when
Y-
he has bonding.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I didn't really look at Rictus. Um
He's
yeah,
got
he seems
the
solid too. He's kind of like their version of Kozel.
hmm
Um but he can self-generate laughter markers.
yeah.
Um and he can get
He
up to 7 attack, uh which is crazy. Well, no, the maximum at any time would be 6, right? Because you
uh
before taking a turn with him, you have to
yeah,
remove a laughter marker.
right.
So in order to take the turn, you have to go from 3
But
markers
you
to
can get
2.
height. So
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, so he
he's
can
just
just
so
get a huge
slow.
attack. What's that?
He's 4 move.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he is very slow. I guess the
um
idea is that once he gets there, but like he would have been atrocious into this fourth army because he clearly wants to like go up against here. Well, Wounded Rage is okay into squads, but it's only
mhm.
adjacent figures.
And you have to like make sure he's not engaged or not adjacent to any of your guys while he's coming up. But
Yeah, yeah. Well, unless you want to put markers on him.
yeah, yeah. I guess the they left kind of have an acolyte thing going where they pop a guy sometimes, but
Yeah, yeah. I
um,
mean, yeah. If you really needed a marker, you could kill
you
one
need
of
it.
your own. But the problem is, yeah, they're just a little too expensive. with that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe make. I don't want to like lower their attack value because I do like that they like
Oh,
just
they
hit like a
need,
truck,
yeah, they need
but they
that
do just
fourth
have a
attack
lot of.
dice.
They do just have like a lot of um variance.
Yeah, I mean, Glenerva would have been like, I almost would have taken Glenerva over Max,
Yeah.
genuinely. Like she could have made a significant difference in this game. I think the amount of cultists she could have saved were probably more figures than Motley Max killed. I think Max
Probably,
only killed like
probably,
3 or 4 fourth.
or
And
just Raylan, like
oh yeah,
at this point total. Like
yeah. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try and win the dice off
there you
for the rest
go.
of the tournament, because yeah, that Hog Valiant army is just way too good. Even like the Havocs, I don't know. Like I mean, I would have just taken range shots and try and like cheese out plasma surges to try and kill a bunch of fourth.
Mhm.
But they have good stats, so they actually could survive some weight and fire turns. So
Right.
they could run in for melee and then like, yeah, Nighthawk into like 2 squads of Havocs. Um, doesn't feel amazing. His Zetacron's dangerous too. Yeah, I think
Mhm.
Havocs have some play, but I'm sure we'll have to see that because literally this fourth times three Nighthawk build is the strongest thing in the pool. It's not even in the
Yeah.
whole playtesting tournament. It's not even close. It was the same thing last time. I built one. I think it was like the points were slightly higher, so it was like fourth times four because it was
Mhm.
510. It was fourth times four in Nighthawk, and they didn't let me run it because it was way too good. It just would have
Yeah.
obliterated everything, every single playtesting army. Yeah. So
Yeah, if that army is not getting picked every game, then like
they're
y'all are
well,
doing something wrong.
yeah. I mean, they're just doing something wrong. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's not even close. It's crazy.
Like I don't even know like what counters it.
There's literally nothing because the thing is like, yeah, in the melee you have the flexibility to lead fourth, and even with two defense, they're still stupid good
Mhm.
because they have the range, the weight and fire, like at the melee's gonna be slower, and then like the hog as an end game figure is just like that's
Feels
just
tough.
laughably broken. Like as in the
Yeah.
problem is like as an early game figure last time he could just get worn down pretty quickly if he wasn't rolling. If he rolled say I don't know like 1 for 15 on breaths or something, um, he could get worn down pretty easily even with the healing. Um,
Mhm.
But like yeah, if you have the flexibility of fourth, you can just yeah, you can save him till cleanup and then he can end the game with 11 lives left. Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, yeah, there's just
It's
nothing like yeah. I mean, the Knights of Skada even like y- like they have the arcane armor, so that's pretty nice, but like there's no because he can do it and do a normal attack, there's no reason not to keep rolling for it. So like you could get lucky and get a 16 and they roll a 1 and then like you have max like 4 squads of the Knights of Skada, so you just killed 12% of their army and then you get a
yeah.
normal attack of 6 and probably killed, you just killed a quarter of their army in 1 turn. Um,
Right.
that's gross. Yeah. Uh,
Like the fact that I ended with more than half my army left, like I don't know. It
yeah,
just
yeah. It's
bad
busted.
matchup, bad map.
It's
But Nidhogg coming
yeah.
out there,
It
yeah.
just like and it sucked that you need 6 move to get the treasure glyph first shot.
Right,
That was bad.
right.
Because then into range, it's like you're not going to take like that center glyph unless you're really desperate, which I was. I'm not even sure what I was hoping for, though, to be honest. I guess the Talisman of Defense, not that that would have helped me. Scarab of Invulnerability could have blocked those
Might have
four
been good.
wounds. That would have been the one.
Yep.
I don't know what Mind Probe does.
I think it lets you look at like an order marker or like move an order marker or something.
Oh, I can look at all the order markers on each army card belonging to any figures within 6 clear side space. In a certain endgame, that would be absolutely busted. Um,
Hmm.
Obviously not in this one. It would not have mattered because I knew where all your order markers was, and uh, I wasn't gonna move any of mine, obviously. Um, but yeah,
I d- yeah, I'm not
Graviton
sure you would have
Pulse.
gotten much use out of that just because like my order markers were so easy, and then I didn't have to
Yeah,
risk like a weird like 1 on 4th and then 2 3 X on
yeah, you just had a
mid hog.
comfortable. You just even if you lose that initiative, you still have a decently comfortable end game. Maybe,
Yeah.
unless you miss. If you miss both breaths, then you can only kill one figure.
Hmm.
That feels okay. I mean, you probably go for Motley
But
Max, but if I've won that initiative and I put 3 or 4 more wounds on you, you kill Motley Heal too. At that point, I've developed the rest of my laugh buddies. I just disengage from the fourth with Jester King, and we just go all in, try and finish you off on low ground there. Leave the
yeah,
fourth for the next round, the next problem. Um,
yeah,
but
you kind of just have to put all your efforts into him at that point.
yeah, I mean that was the hope. I had thought, yeah, I had thought maybe Max in that one could do a little bit more than 2 wounds. I I had hoped, um,
Yeah,
because the
yeah,
Battle Frenzy, yeah, I was like, I had 2 or 3 markers on the Jester King. I was like, if Battle Frenzy can pop off here, we can just pump so many dice into him, and then that might make things really difficult. But
it's
was
kind of
not the case.
it's kind of crazy that they like you can just it doesn't have any like clear sight or any range on that like mark the laughter markers. Like you can just take one off of Jester King
Yeah.
or
Well,
whatever,
and
and then
that's
you
why I
can.
like them so much with the Havocs, because you can run up 6 move, 6 more moves, shoot with 5 dice from 5 range,
Mhm.
and you don't have to take an order marker on Jester King.
Yeah,
Yeah, that feels really good. I'm excited to try it out. I think that's honestly one of the stronger armies still with Jester King, even like without They Who Laugh. Um,
yeah,
just because, yeah, changing the Plasma Surge odds like that is so massive.
yeah. It's pretty
Yeah.
huge. Like they are already pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
and then you get the chance to not blow up or the chance to take another
Yeah.
turn
I
with them.
think there's probably a world like if you had 20 more points, I think this is correct, if I'm doing my math right. If it was 530 points, you could drop. Oh, it would be no. You need 30 more points for this. You could drop 1 squad of Havocs and Zetacron and add
Hmm.
in Q9. So you would just have full cheese build, but instead of Raylan, you have Jester King, and you're relying on the Havocs to blow up less, because that's like the biggest
Yeah,
weakness of that army is the Havocs kill themselves, and you only have 9
right.
of them. So if you
I
lose
think
2 Havocs in a turn, it's brutal.
yeah. I mean, I think you still take Raylan in that, right? Because like Raylan just
I mean,
helps out Q9 as well.
uh,
Like
I,
you're
God,
really kind of just you're like really investing in the Havocs not blowing up or like rolling a 5 or 6 or something. Like it's like good, but it's not optimal. I would say just because you can take Raylan over.
yeah, but I've only ever seen Raylan really used with Q9. The Havocs just run out. I mean, I guess you can use him
Yeah,
as a screen, but like you could just do that
Well, it's good for
without
development.
Raylan.
Good to have them in development. That extra 2 defense in development, at the very least.
Oh, that's
But
true.
I get your point. Like there you get more value for the Havocs and
A
less
little
for
less on
Q9.
Q9. Yeah. I guess it depends on what you think the meta is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Skywell, thoughts on today's wave? Oh yes. Yeah, we were gonna look through that quick
Oh,
before
we have
lunch.
a
The
drop.
wave just dropped. Very exciting. Heroes of a Sundered Age, wave 24. With almost no fanfare. Well, maybe now people are talking about it. It was like half an hour before we started our game.
Let's take a look.
Kolbjorn. Okay, so we have as a 4 hero pack. Um, some of these I remember from playtesting. Some of these are ancient. I'm glad they got taken out of the cobwebs to finally get released. Poor guys. Okay, so we have Kolbjorn from Ular, the unique hero, fearsome human tribesman, which is cool. Um, uh, he's got 5 life, 5 move, 6 range, 3 attack, 2 defense, for 80 points, which is not a bad stat block. He's got Fearsome Stalker. After placing order markers each round, before rolling for initiative, if there is at least one order marker on Kolbjorn or another tribesman army card you control, you may move Kolbjorn up to 3 spaces, so free development. That's pretty nice. Um, Giant Slayer. When Kolbjorn attacks a large or huge figure with a normal attack, add 1 attack dice. That's fun. And then Call to the Hunt. Once per round, before revealing a numbered order marker, you may choose any Hunter army card that has at least one figure you control within 8 spaces of Kolbjorn. Move any amount of unrevealed order markers onto that card from another card in your army with at least one figure on the battlefield. So kind of some flexible, like order marker flexibility, which is interesting in an endgame. I'm curious what the other Hunter army cards. That's like Varks, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
you can move. Uh, you could move like order markers onto some of the Varks. That would be terrifying. Having order marker flexibility with Varks, that's kind of huge, actually. That's really nice. Um,
Yeah.
that like that's genuinely one of the biggest problems with the factions. You can lose order markers really easily in the late stages of a game. I don't know if it's worth 80 points just for that investment, but I don't know. 5 life, 2 defense. Like if you get free movement with 6 range, you're kind of hitting stuff right off the bat. Like that's kind of annoying. Um,
Mm-hmm.
four attack from height, 5 if you're attacking large or huge. That's pretty cool. The other tribesman army cards, there's not that many tribesmen really. It's just the Makwa. Is that it? I
Uh,
don't have the books up yet. We can't check all the synergies. Oh,
like you have, yeah, the Teeth of the Mako and the Mako Tribesmen, and then, or no, I don't think the Teeth of the Mako are tribesmen, are they? They're just hunters.
oh, really?
I had to
Oh, wait.
guess.
Who are the other? Yeah, they
Uh,
haven't made books yet, unfortunately. We can't check the
Hunters
synergies.
are Mako tribesmen, yeah. Or no, no, no. The Mako tribesmen are tribesmen.
Oh, okay. So it's just the
Um,
Makwa tribesmen. I mean that's nice. Oh, so we do you have some synergy with?
Master of the Hunt, if you want
Uh,
to.
we can look up Teeth of the Makwa are hunters, but the Makwa tribesmen,
Oh yes, I was looking at the Mako
we've
tribesmen.
got this little search engine here. Brave Arrow is a tribesman. Okay.
Kolbjorn's already in the autoload builder, by the way.
Oh shit. Okay. Oops. We don't want documentation. We want the actual. Heroscape Army card. Creator and searcher. Okay, we're gonna search. First we need some settings. Yeah, let's search for tribesmen. Okay, it's just Brave Era and the Makwa tribesmen. That's fine. I mean, yeah, you know, because you can put an order marker on Kolbjorn and you get the free development anyway. And soon Jim. Oh, true, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Soon.
Uncommon hero, let's see. He just has a double attack. What's this Makwa tribesman synergy? Is that the
He
uh
does those things with
is it
the
the teeth
teeth.
of the Makwa? Is that they get
Yeah.
oh, after taking a turn with the scout tribesman. Oh wait, what's the synergy for the Makwa tribesmen? What's
The
do
Makwa
they have
tribesmen,
bonding? They're just cheap filler.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. For some reason I thought there was synergy here.
You have to take. I mean, he's a tribesman, so you can move the teeth up. So you can move 6 teeth up if you take a turn with the tribesman. Um,
Oh, right. Wait. Oh, after taking a turn with the scout tribesman. Okay, so gotcha. So you can take a turn with Kolbjorn and then move 6 teeth up 3 spaces. So you could develop, and he gets 3 free spaces. So that's crazy. So you could put order markers on Kolbjorn, run up and start kiting stuff, and in the first round you could develop your whole army out of your start zone, your whole teeth army. That's super solid.
yeah.
I really like that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
he's an interesting
Okay,
addition.
that's
The
super
sculpt is
cool.
really cool too.
Yeah, yeah, it is really cool. Sweet. Okay, so there's our first one. Looks great on
Mhm.
the board. Tagging some Quasach. Leslie Coyote Kane. We have another outlaw finally. Uh, a thief, a crook, and a two-bit con man. I love it. Classic Vidar pulling this guy through. Okay, so he is a human outlaw. He's vengeful. I don't believe there's any vengeful synergy. He's got 3 life, 5 moves, 7 range, 2 attack, and 2 defense. So not incredible stats, but he's only 40 points, which actually is pretty solid because if you're trying to build a Tombstone Gunslinger build, you kind of want cheaper outlaw heroes because often it's focused on the gunslingers because they're not necessarily the cheapest. His 2 abilities, an eye for an eye. When Kane attacks, he may attack 1 additional time for each wound marker on this army card, which would obviously be a maximum of 2 times with only 3 lives. And then he's got Opportunist. When attacking a figure that does not have any revealed order markers on its army card, Kane receives 1 additional attack die, which would stack with Eye for an Eye. So you
Mhm.
could reasonably get off 3 attacks of 3 with Leslie for 40 points. That's interesting. Kate Crawford as filler is definitely still better just because she gets a guaranteed 3 attacks of 2, but she only gets it from 5 range and she obviously does she has synergy with Clayton, so she's very solid in that
Mhm.
build. But obviously, Kane having outlaw synergy is very useful for that build. Um, with Josie and Cal being very helpful for the Tombstone Gunslingers. I've been looking at a couple. I looked at some Tombstone builds for ScapeCon. Um, I think they're solid range, especially in Delta right now. But a fairly straightforward card here synergy wise. He looks cool though. I like the cape.
Yeah.
That's
And I
funny.
think it's also worth mentioning that like Kate has that Fan of the Hammer, but she can only target one figure, whereas
True.
Leslie can
Yeah.
hit, 3 different figures
Yeah.
in a
That's
turn,
a
but
good point. Yeah. Yeah, so it's interesting because that those extra attacks are coming at the cost of being
him almost being
extremely
dead.
close to death. I mean, one life left on a two defense figure is almost nothing. Um, but kind of in a competition space for Guilty there. I mean, Guilty's 30 points, guaranteed double attack, two life, two defense. So they're all kind of Kate's got four life, two defense, and then an extra defense past two wounds. So yeah, kind of in competition with each other there. I think it fills a different space. Skywell, very cool Wannick Soak. Yeah. I mean, I suppose. Yeah, two wounds on him, that helps you out, I guess, if you can keep him from taking any more damage. Um,
Right. I mean, yeah. Yeah, the
okay.
outlaw is probably not that great, but 7 range isn't terrible for
Yeah. This one I'm excited for. Rodin Saren. Rodin Saren knows how to fight with purpose even more so than most Meridians. Super cool looking sculpt. He's got 4 life, 6 move, 5 range, 4 attack, and 3 defense. He's a Meridian Resolute fighter. His abilities, he's got prioritized power systems for each wound marker on this card. Subtract 1 from his attack and add 1 to his defense. Um, that's pretty cool. I like that. Uh, Making him tankier up to 6 defense at 3 wounds, but only one only one attack. That's kind of
yeah.
funny. He's probably operating at his best at 1 wound, I would say, with 3 attack and 4 defense. That's probably the sturdiest you want him to be, because after that, it's great that he has more defense dice, but you don't want his attack dropping super low because then he's not doing anything anyway. Um, Kinetic energy power cells. If he takes no wounds from a normal attack, you may place an energy marker on this card. A maximum of 2 can be placed on this card. And then after attacking normally with him, you may remove an energy marker from this card and attack again. Okay, so if he doesn't take damage, you can continue to attack. I guess that has some nice synergy with his prioritized power system because as he takes more wounds, he's less likely to take damage on each subsequent normal attack, and so then you are getting more you're getting more attacks even though they're weaker attacks. You're able to attack up to 3 times. So I guess like yeah, attacks of 2 aren't very good, but if you get attacked 3 times, that's not bad.
Hmm.
um yeah, that's a cool design. The sculpt is so sick.
Yeah.
That sculpt looks really good. That's super cool. I believe I have this figure. Is this figure used?
Uh,
Wow, that blue text is giving me a headache. The
it's
figure
very
used for
small.
this unit is a Starfinder's Battle miniature from the Galactic Villain set. The name of the figure's Vanguard. Yes, I believe I have that mini. Oh God, where on earth would that be? Those might be like in storage somewhere because it's been so long since I bought those when the figures were announced. Yeah, those legitimately might be in storage. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I don't think they're up there. I think I think I think they're downstairs somewhere. Cause it's yeah, I literally bought those years ago. Um, I don't see them on my shelf. Uh,
I go clean out the attic for them.
yeah, yeah, honestly, yeah. Yeah, so I do have this figure if he's in the Galactic Villain set. I have the Galactic Heroes one too, because I think that's what Betacron is. Oh no, he's in Galactic Villains too. He's Patrol Class Security. All right, so let's get to our boy Betacron. Let's see this finished version. We tested him quite a bit in the last playtesting tournament. He was in quite a few builds. So this boy only has 2 life, 5 move, 5 range, 1 attack, which is does not seem very good. 3 defense. He's got the deadly shot though. He's a Soulborg, a unique hero. He's a vigilant sentinel. He's medium 4. His other abilities are Omnicron Patrol. So after revealing an order marker on a Soulborg squad that follows Jandar, instead of moving normally with that squad, you may move Betacron up to 5 spaces. Um, so some nice synergy with the whole like Omnicron faction. Obviously, his big thing here. So for 45 points, um, his stat like he's not an offensive piece, he's a defensive piece. So sentry mode 15, once per turn, when an opponent's hero or squad figure moves onto a space within 5 clear sight spaces of Betacron and ends its move, if Betacron is not engaged with another figure, you may roll the 20-sided die. If you roll a 15 or higher, that figure receives 1 wound, which is pretty scary. I mean, it's like it's like a ranged braced spear. Now, granted, it only works once per turn, which is not like a huge amount of times. Um, but that's also like it works on bonding. That was kind of a pain. Playing knights into it was scary because he can try and hit it on Gilbert, and then he can try and hit it on the knight on the follow up. And there was some interesting counterplay. I remember playing a game specifically with like Betacron, a couple snipers, and rats, where I would have to, uh, my opponent would have to decide whether to roll uh, for Gilbert for the sentry or wait for the dispatch to try and hit a knight.
Mm.
Very interesting mechanic. And Yeah, it just sucks because like it's literally just whenever you move. So like it's kind of worse than braced spear in a way because like you're moving around in this massive space, and every time you can roll for sentry mode once per turn. Every time you get a roll for sentry mode, just whenever you move. So unlike braced spear, where if you engage and you don't get hit, if you survive the follow up attacks, you can attack again or whatever, right? It's like here, it's like if you just move, you're in trouble. So for 45 points, he's he's pretty solid value, I think. Yeah, even as a filler, without it's nice that you can move Betacron and still attack with Omnicrons, but for 45 points, the Sentry Mode thing, I can legitimately see him just being like a good 45-point filler for like any ranged army. Um,
Yeah.
because he'll still get massive value for like 10th. Like like
I mean,
Raylan 4x 10th and Betacron. Like that sucks. That's the most anti-melee army you could. Well, I mean, I guess Cathar are more anti-melee, but like that's the most competitive anti-melee build you could possibly make.
yeah,
Cause like you just hard counter melee. Like the fact that all your 10th have 5 defense, but they can sit in front of Betacron and every turn he just gets to roll for that fucking sentry mode.
right.
Oh my god, that's so disgusting. That's so much passive value. Because he's only 45 points. So if he only hits it on like 2 knights the whole game, he's fulfilled his points. Or 2 heavies,
Yeah,
he's fulfilled his points. And like, he's fulfilled his points in a way that like he has reduced your opponent's activations on their turn. Like that's why people hate Cathar so much. Because it's not that like knights are still better, but they're not like Cathar are so frustrating to play because you lose your figures on your own turn rather than your opponent's turn. Like that's the
mhm,
frustrating part. So like
right.
and that's what makes Cathar so good for their points. Like that's what makes them 105 points in Delta. Um knights have their value go up elsewhere with their bonding heroes because that's what makes them good. But the passive value of being able to kill your opponent's figures on their turn is crazy. So if
Yeah.
you plop Betacron into like some, you know, I'm trying to think. Like 10th are the ones that come to mind. I'm trying to think of like standard point builds. Like TSAs, I don't think in standard points would be very good. But like in Delta, Betacron and however many TSAs, like that's pretty
With
brutal.
Hato,
That's
like,
pretty brutal.
yeah, I don't
Oh
want to play into
yeah.
that.
Ashigaru, I mean like
Ugh.
uh 'cause like it's like, okay, I only have one defense. Come get me. And then Betacron
Mhm.
just like deletes one of your Warforged or something. It's like that sucks. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Because then you only
Yeah,
get two attacks.
I guess it's nice that it's only once per turn, and if he fails it, he doesn't get to roll again.
Yeah.
But it's still like it is just like braced spear with range.
Yeah. And if you can
Uh,
engage Betacron too, you also prevent it. So that was another strategy with that game, is eventually Gilbert managed to work his way through the knights and engage Betacron. And he stayed there for a little bit. I don't know if he even was the one that ended up killing Betacron, but he stayed there for a little bit to turn off sentry mode.
hmm
It was a fun game. It's he's a cool design. I do
Yeah.
like him. It's for 45 points. It's kind of an interesting. I feel like sideboards is the perfect format for him, because
Mm,
if you're playing
yeah.
against any sort of range, um, you kind of want another squad of repulsors. I think if you're playing an Omegacron build specifically, um, obviously if you're just playing like snipers and screen or something, you want Betacron probably, because that's
Yeah.
just so much passive value. Yeah, super cool design. This one is really solid. Um, I do have an Omegacron that's 3D printed, so and a bunch of little snipers and repulsors. So I'm ready for a Cron roller build actually.
Mm.
I've got all the figures. This will be cool. Yeah. Um, yeah, this I'm glad he got released. He was in development hell for a while. He's so cute too. Look at this little guy.
I'm just
Aw,
glad that we're like finally like y'all are getting to see like the final versions of like all these units.
yeah.
Like
Oh man.
there's so much, down the line. I mean, you
It's
can see that we're working on a lot with just the playtesting.
it's
But
actually yeah, it's actually crazy how much piled up in the last few years because of like all of the other stuff that has been going on.
mhm.
Skywell, an incredibly solid wave. Yeah, this is super cool. I'm really excited because the crazy thing is, all this stuff we're actively playtesting. I think there's like an equally long list of things that are like out of playtesting in final stages.
Yeah,
Like
I
there
mean,
is
I would say
so
that's a safe
much.
bet for
There's
sure.
so much stuff coming up. I would love. It's all volunteer. I would love to see like a just a slightly increased release pattern to kind of like get back into the swing of things in the next year before kind of like leveling out back into like um the normal release schedule,
Mhm.
just because yeah, it's been so dry. Cuz when was the last, I think there was even the post right before this. uh
I mean, I think the last thing
Someone
VC
said,
dropped was what, Adder Access? Or was there an SOV thing before that?
well, they've fed us some crumbs. They gave us the Ogre Castle Crasher, which
Right.
was
Oh
just
yeah, that
a
guy.
tease, really. I mean, oh wait, someone had the answer there. Pack 4 of Wave 23 was released January 18th. Someone posted on January 5th, 2024. In less than 2 weeks, it will be a year. So it's been over 2 years. It's been 2.5 years since the last pack of a wave was released. We got Nora, we got Ogre Castle Crasher, and we got a couple SOV units. So it hasn't been like completely empty for the last 2 years, but obviously the Renegade stuff has taken up so much time from a lot of these C3V designers, playtesters, art people, rules people, volunteers, everyone working for this. That's taking up a lot of time. So 2.5 years between waves. Uh, that's a long time. That's a long time. I would love to see like at least one more this year, if not two. I would love to see that. To kind of be like, yes, we're back. We're gonna be pumping out stuff uh consistently now. Don't have to do like that many next year, but I'd love to see at least one more this year. I think that would be a really good sign that like, hey, we have not forgotten about we haven't forgotten about VC. We've just been so busy because like, oh man, already like Rodin, Kolbjorn, Bedikron, they've like these will inject like a lot of life into those factions. Um, Super cool
Mhm.
designs. Yeah, and there's so much other crazy stuff coming, and even like the stuff we're playtesting that's probably a couple years out. But like there is stuff that is like was play tested last year and even years before that that's still in development. Some really cool things. Like the Time Dragon, I'm excited for the Children of the Corn type unit. There's so much fun stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm so glad we uh finally got a release here. That was perfect timing.
Yeah, and we also have, some SOV units that are just about ready. And
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, stay tuned. I do want to I I haven't kept up with all the C3V stuff. Don't tell don't tell the other C3V members this. Um, but I do want to give a shout out to Scape Mage actually for joining the team and being so active in the art department. Like I think
Mm,
there was a lot of stuff just waiting around, and his excitement um created a lot of you know inner excitement for the rest of the team. So I definitely want
that's
to
great.
make sure that he's recognized because I mean he's been killing it behind the scenes. Like he's just a beast.
That's
So
awesome to hear. Yeah, that's really nice actually. And I don't like I know we've had the C3B team has had relatively low turnover over the years, but turnover nonetheless. And it's hard to blame them. I mean, life gets busy. Again, this is all volunteer work. It takes a lot of time to create the quality of these units that they do, which there's a lesson to be learned in there somewhere, I'm sure. For someone, I don't, for some
well, it would
company,
also
there's
help.
maybe a lesson to learn in there. But it takes a lot of time, especially when you're not getting
Yeah,
paid.
right.
Again, maybe a lesson to be learned in there somewhere. I'm not sure. Not for
Yeah.
us, for someone
Mm.
else, some nebulous corporation. But yeah, so it's nice to hear that there's still like new life, like there's still excitement behind the scenes. There's still like a push to get these out because like I could totally understand like some people have been at this for over a decade, like the fatigue of like putting this out for no reward. There's no compensation, there's no reward, there's praise, but like not not accolades. You know what I mean? Like people
Mm.
love these units, but like you know, it's not like it's not a concrete thing like and
Yeah.
especially because like the team itself is even like sort of not that it's like you can't look up who's on big VC like you can
Sorry,
the
big
Illuminati like the membership list
CV3.
it's like yeah 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 the V3C members are public, despite what people might think.
Hmm.
But like, you know, they're not like their names aren't on the card release. Like, they're not personally taking credit for this stuff necessarily. Because it's such a team effort too, which there's maybe a lesson in there somewhere. Not for us, but for someone. I don't know. It's maybe a lesson in there. So like I totally get like just feeling like fatigue. Like we've been at this for so long. You know, have we like it? I'm sure it's been personally rewarding, but also they're definitely like you know, reaches a point where it's like why are we still doing this, especially when there's still you know, they're like actively making official scape right now, official in quotes there.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm it's really nice to see a release here to be like, yeah, we're still in the game.
Still doing it.
Because
Still killing
it's
it.
been a long time, and not that anyone was surprised by that, given you know, given everything that was going on. A lot of the mechanics slowed down, but yeah, that's a cool look at these units. I'm very excited. Um, I'm gonna be well, yeah, I might print out these cards will be added to the you know, the full VC suite, which is up to uh 185 units now, which is crazy. Yeah.
So much work has been
Yeah.
done
That's crazy.
over the
It's
years.
actually crazy. Yeah, I'll be printing some copies of these for myself for sure. Um, maybe some spares if others want them. Um, yeah. Yeah, these are cool. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited to base these and get them on the battlefield, especially Betacron. That poor guy.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
poor guy.
it's gonna be fun.
All right, Jack. Well, uh, I'll leave it up to you to mostly write the playtesting report since you
Oh
won the
man, I
game.
thought you were gonna do
Yeah,
it.
no, sorry, you won, so it's your
Yeah,
responsibility.
that's fair. That's fair.
That's how this works.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be quite a busy week still, actually. It's been like kind of frantic getting back into the swing of things here, but I'm glad we could get this game in. It was fun.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for playing.
All
Sorry, I
right.
forgot about the game
No,
at
you're
first.
fine. I mean, yeah, I was late too because I got up so late. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, all right. I'll let you go here. Um, yeah,
All right,
have a
dude.
good rest of your week.
You as well, man.
All right.
Take it
Thank you.
easy.
Okay. Well, that was a ton of fun. I love this faction. I'm kind of wishing I'd brought, you know, some of my own, but it was super cool. To see them in action. It's a bummer the dice didn't quite break our way. Yeah, 36. Oh, okay. Game side so low. 38%. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. But that's all right. I gotta go eat lunch, even though it feels like I just finished breakfast. But we'll be back. So we'll be streaming these playtesting games, which are once every 2 weeks. OHS season 64 is about to start, and OST season 13 is about to start. I know RDL is taking a break, which is good. That's fine with me because, like, oh my god, EscapeCon just happened. It feels like we're already back in all these seasons, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, we'll be back into the swing of things streaming. I've got plans for content coming out. It'll be a busy, really busy summer. But that's just life. So thanks everyone for watching. Glad we could preview some of these really cool new units. With that being said, I'm going to sign off.